How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to watch Naruto Shippuden episode 346. Last episode we got to see what happened to Obito after he died from Kakashi Gaiden.
He was then trapped with Madara in a cave for a while, and when he finally managed to leave there, he saw Kakashi kill Rin. Let's see what happened after that. If you want to help support our channel, our Patreon link is down in the description below. You'll get early access to all the videos that we post onto our YouTube channel, and you'll get our full uncut reactions to the Naruto Shippuden series. So if you're interested in those, make sure to check that out. Now on to the anime. Ikimashou.
Yeah, everything's just blood. He's already thinking about Madara's plan.
Oh, he's using it without realizing.
Kakashi だけはやる気なかったみたい。でもカカシは何も見てないよ。この葉の増援が来たとき、誰が敵よってわめいてたし。
かつての仲間だけに未練があったか。
違う。どうでもよかっただけだ。この世にあいつが生きていようが死んでいようが、もうどうでもいい。これから作る世界にカカシはいる。リンも。俺に夢の世界の作り方を教えてくれ。マダラ。
ここは俺の現実の中だ。まだ白紙だが、俺の意志を投影して何でも作り出せる。コントロールすることも。魔像とつながり力を借りている分、広く細かく何でもできる。こんな風にな。
Holy crap, he just actually just does whatever he wants. So he has to recreate the whole world inside this blank canvas.
月を使って大きくしたものが夢の世界。
話がでかすぎてまだよくつかめねえけど。
説明するにはまず陸道仙人と十尾からだな。
十尾ってのは神話の生き物じゃねえのか。
He knows so much. What the hell?
神話は事実になぞらえて語られる。世界に散らばる美獣は陸道仙人が十尾の力を分裂させたものだ。柱の細胞を手にした後、それを傷口に移植していた俺だが、当初は何も起こらなかった。しかし寿命で死にかけた時だ。リンネガンが開眼したんだ。しかしそれは同時にある封印を解くことにもなった。口寄せできたのだ。十尾の抜け殻を封印石からな。
十尾の抜け殻。
俺はそれを下道魔像と呼ぶ。
Oh, he was the one that summoned that.
は月と呼ばれているものだ。つまりこれら人造人間は柱間のクローンだとも。かなり劣化はしているがな。リンネガンは内派と戦獣両方の力を持っていなければ開眼せん。さらに魔像もうまく扱え。リンネガンが開眼せずとも魔像は扱えるようになるだろう。
Wait, Nagato had...
Nagato was a rare case, I think. He was just born with it. Wait, what?
Oh,
How's that
he
possible?
actually... Oh my god, he wasn't shitting us when he was telling that to Kona?
下道魔像をマダラ以外に口寄せできる唯一の人物なのさ。
How did no one know?
マダラの言った通り、長門を手なずけて。どうするつもり？
こいつに俺の意志を入れた。半分は俺だと思え。これも劣化はしているがな。陰陽トンで作ったこやつらはお前の駒として使える。
He created the Zetsu?
What?
あれは陸道の術の時に使え。
He's gonna die.
Yeah. What? Oh my god.
He just entrusted everything into Obito like
Just
that.
like that.
誰だ？内浜だらだ。マダラ？平和を保ちたいとする利己的な意志が戦争を起こし、愛を守るために憎しみが生まれる。これらは因果関係にあり切り離すことはできん。本来はな。だが、勝者だけの世界、平和だけの世界、愛だけの世界、それらだけの世界を作ることもできる。我々が協力すれば、そのやり方を知ることができる。リンネガンの本当の力をお前が手にしたとき、すぐにでもお前らの世界が成就する。さあ、そんなことはできない。
It's so sus, like he just randomly shows up.
Like, join us.
Yeah, he knows.
相手の痛みを知り、同じように涙を流せて、初めて本当の世界へ近づける。
同じように涙をか。毎日同じ時間にここにいる。お前もいずれ。
It's after Yahiko dies.
Oh, actually, that could be.
Then he thought back about their encounter.
Screw
Your paper.
この村には一歩たりとも入れさせない。もう諦めなさい。
てめえら、半蔵の手下か。
額当てはしてるけど、手下ってわけじゃねえ。でもいつか俺たちも半蔵みたいに輪を持って世界を平和に導こうと。いいか、藁は一本じゃ弱い。だがそれだって3本集まればものすごく。もっと集めりゃ少しは丈夫な藁紐になるんだよ。
いや、
演説下手ね。
とにかく命まで奪うつもりはねえ。とっとと失せろ。
俺たちがまた襲わない保証はねえぜ。
Oh my god, this. I feel so bad because they're all dead.
Yeah.
That's so sad how the Akatsuki started and like how the world views them after.
Yeah, they became known as the criminal
I
organization.
know. The intentions were just so wholesome, like how it was created and founded, but turned into a criminal organization.
背景コナン様、あなたを一目見た時からこれってラブレターだね。あなたのお気持ちを伺いたく裏のテラスにて待ち続け候。久介、まさかコナンそこに行ったのか。さあヤヒコ、何か用事があるんじゃない？そう忘れた。トイレ漏れちゃう。この野郎、足だけじゃなくて仲間が多くなるってことは恋敵も多くなるってことだね。まったくだぜ。ってなんだと。ヤヒコはコナンが好きなの？
It's so cute.
そんなんじゃねえって。コナンはヤヒコのこと好きだと思うよ。コナン。
ヤヒコ、ちょっと修行の相手をして。
その実は雨の中じゃ効かないぜ。油神が考えたな。
Oh,
工夫してみたの。
from last time.
Yeah.
She improved it.
そうはいくかよ。
Man,
No,
that
they
was,
just took it to another
that
direction.
was so emotional. I don't know. I just seeing like the three of them and how they were so happy before and like hopeful,
Yeah.
and the kind of character that Yahiko was, and founding the Akatsukis like to protect villages. It's just so sad to see how everything turned out. Like
Yeah.
the Akatsuki name becoming tainted, like becoming a criminal organization, like went a completely different direction from the goals that they had when they founded it,
Yeah.
and they're all dead too. Like,
That's
so
all.
sad.
They just. It was from Obito's flashback, and then they just carried it on to Nagato, Yahiko, and Kona. So I guess maybe next episode they'll show what happened with Danzo and Hanzo,
Yeah.
and then we'll pretty much be caught up then at that point.
I think that's when he decided to join with
Obito.
Obito, yeah.
How the hell did Madara sneak into this family's house or something? Took the baby's eyes out or something, and then he put his own eyeballs in the kid, and then no one even knew.
Like,
The baby didn't cry, scream, or anything.
Nagato was just like such a tank, man. How did he heal before the family
How no one
even
knows?
realized, right? Exactly. Well, we don't know.
What's
How
his...
old was he though? Was he already an orphan at that time? Because if he was already an orphan, then like,
No, he activated it because his parents died, remember? They were hiding, and then the Leaf Ninja... Was it Leaf Ninjas? I think they're in their house. They're
Right.
trying to run away.
oh right,
then
he
knocked
already
over the
had it at
base or
that
something.
time. Yeah, he already had it at that time.
But it's like
Huh.
it's kind of strange. If the mom gave birth to the kid, wouldn't they be able to know that the eyes weren't purple or something like that? All of a sudden, the baby's eyes is just purple all of a sudden, and you just accept it? you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to think how.
What kind of
how
parent
that
doesn't
happened.
realize that their kid has like purple eyes? And that's not even possible if they like give birth and then Madara somehow comes and sneaks in and like transplants
Because he already
these eyes.
had it when they died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
And his eyes aren't activated.
Yeah,
like,
it's always.
Yeah, it's always like that. So it's like the mom and dad never questioned why his eyes are like that. Kind of weird. This whole thing's kind of crazy.
His parents were not shinobi though, were they?
Like they don't know it's the Rinnegan, but
Yeah, maybe they just didn't even know that
But
it
it's
was
purple.
the Rinnegan. I mean, like maybe they.
like all of a sudden one day his eyes just change colors, and then you look at your own son or something, you're like, huh, yeah, that's normal. Like purple eyes, okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't actually know.
But how does that work?
Because I was thinking, oh, maybe he just swapped them after he was already an orphan. But you're right. When his parents got killed, he already had it.
Yeah, he activated the power. That's the first time he did it, but he had the Rinnegan already.
It's really weird. Did Madara say anything?
Madara's that good? Unless he put his mom and dad into Genjutsu this whole entire time.
He could technically.
That could be possible.
Yeah, he could have done that.
That's the only
Just
thing
so
I can think of.
so they wouldn't notice that Nagato's eyes changed.
So till the day they died, they were under Genjutsu that Nagato looked like that.
I feel like he could do it.
I think that's the only explanation I can come up with.
And they're not shinobi, right? So
They're
they wouldn't
not,
be
I
able
don't
to
think so,
release
no.
out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe that's the case. That's the only like explanation I can think of. I just can't believe he actually did give it. But that was insane because remember back when we still thought Toby was Madara and he was fighting Conan.
Yeah, and then
he said, I gave you those eyes, and then we're like, no, you didn't.
Yeah,
He was born
yeah,
with
exactly.
it. And then he actually did give it.
Yeah.
What?
That's weird.
That's actually insane how far he planned all of this.
But still, during that time he tried Obito claimed that the Katsuki rope was his, the outfit.
Yeah.
But clearly it wasn't. That's the one thing.
Yeah, that's the one thing, yeah.
That was actually like wrong, but
He's the one that turned it into a criminal
yeah,
organization,
basically, yeah,
right?
yeah. After
Because before
died.
he came along, they still had the goals to like
They just want peace,
save,
yeah.
protect villages,
Mhm.
but it was only after he goes
Yeah,
dead.
yeah,
and
like-
then I'm assuming that's when Toby joined us after,
Mhm.
and then he started turning it into a criminal organization.
Yeah, they're basically being mercenaries and hunting the tail pieces.
The Naruto is of the Senju bloodline? Did we always know this? Did they just drop this? I thought he was from Uzumaki, right? So is Uzumaki
Uzumaki
somehow related to Senju's then?
I have no idea, honestly.
Right?
Where's that fake? Is that Uzumaki? No, that shouldn't be possible. He is Uzumaki. He has red hair.
Yeah, they said too.
Senju bloodline?
Because I remember they were saying that Uzumaki... I forget what they were talking about, but they said like Uzumaki clan, and then they had like Karin, Nagato, right? Kushina, yeah.
Yeah, that's when we found out. Like,
that's when we found out. We're like, whoa,
whoa,
he's so close to Naruto, actually,
yeah.
right? But it's Naruto is a
Senju
Senju bloodline. How did that even work? Maybe
I think the bloodline just means you have their blood in you.
You have the blood in you, but that's not
That's not
necessarily
your last
clan.
name. Yeah, that's not. I think it like what? Separated over the years.
Right.
Like maybe he's like a quarter Senju or something.
Okay.
Like 1/10 or something. I think that's the only thing they could.
Because
like,
I guess like the bloodline can date back like really far before like clans and stuff even existed.
Yeah,
right?
maybe that's what they mean, but yeah.
Like, how did they even know that Nagato had such a bloodline? Though, like, it's just some random kid.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
really weird. I don't
he
know.
just like knew.
Like Madara must have
Maybe he's just been watching. all the
Zetsus, honestly.
senjus or something like that.
Zetsus.
Oh yeah.
Just got the Zetsus to do all the
using
jobs.
Zetsus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could have been watching this whole time, like the bloodlines, like the Senju bloodline, keeping an eye out on them for like his target for his goal.
But still, like he planned this all out.
Cause like the
It's
thing
kinda
that I don't
insane.
understand is like, what if Nagato died, or like Nagato?
Just retrieve the eyes.
I know, but like, who would be able to play out this whole thing now? Is Nagato the only other?
Obito can technically do it. I don't know why they did this though. Was there a reason why they need for Nagato to do it?
Nagato? That's what I'm thinking. It's like
The only thing I can think of is that the rebirth jutsu takes a lot of toll on the person, so he
'cause
probably
he says
wanted
that you
Obito
have
to be
have
okay.
both.
Obito has that right now. Like the current Obito has Rinnegan.
And the only other person in addition to Madara who can summon the Ghetto statue. So they chose Nagato because he's the only other person that can summon the Ghetto statue, and they need the Ghetto statue. But at the same time, it's like, how did they realize that Nagato can do that?
That's
like,
bunch of
prior
Zetsu's
to even
spying.
But prior to even giving him the eyes, because the only way you can do it is if you have the eyes and that potential. So you have to first have the eyes and the potential to do that. But
I think he just chose a random Uzumaki baby.
so he's just testing basically and seeing. He seems like he's sure. Like, why would they risk this? Putting it into somebody's eyes? Like, this is Madara's actual eyes and he's dead now, right? Like, it's not like they can just take it from Nagato. They'd have to like kill him first and then they transfer it. So it's like a risk. It's pretty risky if that's the case. I don't know, unless I'm like misunderstanding here.
I have no idea. Like they're making it seem like Madara planned this like way long ago because he chose Nagato, gave him the eyes. Family doesn't even know. Somehow they made it seem like he chose Obito as well, but how much did he plan out? Like, did he plan the boulder going on Obito? Did he plan out Yahiko dying? I guess Hashirama was a funny guy.
Do they take the personality? Because that's what I was wondering as well. Like the way Zetsu's acting, he's like so silly and funny, but
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't feel like that's how Hashirama acted. He was such a powerful guy. Like
He even has to have the will of fire, right?
But Zetsu is like, you know, so
Fun.
derpy. I don't know. He talks about like poop and stuff. You think Hashirama's personality is like that?
Can you see
I don't
Naruto
feel
talking
like
about
it.
poo? Well,
Okay,
it's
yeah, I
kinda-
can see
feel like
Naruto.
he's
Okay,
probably
fine.
like one of those guys.
He's
you know?
he's kind of like the Naruto kind of
yeah,
character.
like he's probably like a jokester.
Oh, okay. That's all they talk about. They don't
Yeah,
really
that's
say
it.
anything about-
We just gotta believe that those are Madara's eyes, and he planned all this.
Yeah. Ever since the fight with Hashirama, right? He was able to summon the Geto statue, and then he started making like these Zetsu clones, right? So I feel like he used these Zetsu clones to kind of watch whoever he was going to use potentially, because he could just the Zetsus he can just keep creating them, right? And they're like they're pretty good at like hiding and just collecting intel. So I feel like what happens is like after that fight, because Hashirama thought he was dead already. I mean, so he was here, he made all these clones, and then I'm thinking he started planning out what he was gonna do after. So then he's using these kind of Zetsu clones to like watch different players, I don't know, like different people that he might potentially use for his plans. So I feel like he probably had a watch on them. But the thing is like that I'm kind of wondering is how was he so sure that it was gonna play out the way he wanted to? Because it doesn't seem like he was doing anything because he was in the cave the whole time, right? For example, like if Nagato was dead, was there somebody else that he could potentially use? Like who else could he have potentially used? Are there other people he could have potentially used? That's kind of like what I'm wondering.
I mean, that's like a backup plan, right? That would be for Obito though.
Yeah, because he already told Obito that Nagato is like the plan. But this is like
his plan's not 100% though. Remember, he didn't get rebirth.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
This is just some guidelines you're supposed to do and follow.
Right.
But it doesn't always come true. Like right now, the way it's playing out, we're like, okay, how does he know and all that? There could have been a chance that Nagato, you know.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. He would never know 100%. It's kind of just a gamble for him, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Because even with Nagato, even though he was able to use the rebirth, he didn't even end up reviving him.
Yeah.
So I guess that's true.
But the thing was the rebirth too. Like, I'm kind of curious how he would think that Nagato could use the rebirth and revive Madara. Wasn't there like a time limit? I'm pretty sure Nagato said because the people who died at Leaf Village was like relatively still in the time zone where he could like revive him. That's why he didn't revive Jiraiya, right? Because it's like past the time, right?
Yeah.
How would he have revived Madara? That's what I don't understand.
Has Madara would have already been dead? Yeah.
Long dead. Like how does that work? Like because
like I imagine if he was still attached to the ghetto statue with like those
rods,
tubes or whatever that he had like on his back that was attached to the ghetto statue, that was kind of like giving him the
Madara.
Yeah. You know how when he was old,
he was taking like siphoning the chakra or something.
Yeah, he was taking like energy from the ghetto statue. Like I'd imagine if he stayed that way, and then once they actually had the chance to rebirth him, he like detached it and then they rebirthed him. That would have made sense to me. But now that you brought that up, yeah, it kind of doesn't really make sense that he died like so long ago, and then all of a sudden Nagato can technically revive him, even though Nagato can't revive Jiraiya, who would have died not as long as him.
Yeah, I don't know. Was there like a loophole or something? Could he like revive anyone he wants? It's just that that's a different jutsu completely. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm kind of like, huh. Maybe his plan was flawed from the beginning.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he wasn't even aware, because how would he have even known that the rebirth was like...
Yeah, like how would he know?
Like he wouldn't have known the limitations of the rebirth jutsu, right? Yeah. I feel like he wouldn't, because he wouldn't have known... hard to say though, because he also had the Rinnegan, so I feel like he would have known as well, right?
But isn't it with these jutsus you have to like learn them or something? Like how does he know that he can revive someone? I think it comes with the Rinnegan. Like there's like a skills list, like he just knows what he can do.
I think so. It's kind of like the 6 pass, those kind of skills. It just comes with the Rinnegan. I mean, I don't know. I feel like maybe we're just being like. Well, then he shouldn't be able to.
He shouldn't be able to revive Madara then, because he already knows the skills. If he had his.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, why did he think that? Now that you brought it up, that doesn't really make sense to me. Why he thought Nagato would have even been able to revive him.
Maybe there's a loophole to revive him that we just didn't know. Like they didn't tell us.
That's true.
That could be a reason.
That's true. Because maybe Nagato isn't even aware of it, right? It's kind of like how he knew about the reanimation release, and he was able to release it. Maybe he knows like some kind of loophole around
maybe there's a loophole
and
then
they didn't tell Nagato, because if they did, Nagato might be... There's like a higher chance that Nagato would have used that on somebody else.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe it was like that.
Maybe that's the case, yeah.
Like if he was going to revive someone, it had to be like Tobi, like Obito had to be there if he was going to use this rebirth jutsu.
Yeah, and then maybe like Obito tells him something about it, and then he can somehow revive him. Maybe there's like some kind of secret.
Yeah.
That we're not even aware.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he wouldn't just tell everything to Nagato, I feel like. Because if he's planning to use Nagato, he would wait until they're actually making sure that he's actually using it for him prior to actually giving him that extra information, right? Because like if he just gives him that extra information, there's like a higher probability that Nagato would actually just end up using it on somebody else, which he ended up doing without even knowing that extra information, right? Yeah. So, yeah, okay. That's an acceptable answer.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Peace.